So we're at the final assembly stage of our NB48 2.2 with the final two bags, both relatively short, so we'll cover both here and complete our rolling chassis. So we'll start with bag Q, which centres around the fuel tank. Again, some tinkering may be needed once our engine and servos are in place, but we'll get it roughly positioned for the moment. We'll start with the two small mounts that the fuel tank will secure to. The first sits towards the front of the buggy and is secured from below with a single 12mm flathead screw. And the second sits on the engine mount itself, secured with a 10mm caphead screw complete with 6mm washer, going into metal here so thread lock is required. Onto the fuel tank itself then, here we can clip on the pull handle and secure with a single 6mm buttonhead screw, before inserting a rubber grommet at either end, which can be a little fiddly, and finally use another two 6mm buttonhead screws to secure the two hooks onto either side, used to hold the fuel pipe that's run alongside. And the fuel tank is then ready to be mounted to the vehicle, easy with two 14mm caphead screws complete with 8mm washers, going directly through the rubber grommets and into the two mounts we just installed. No need to over tighten here, just enough until snug. At this point we would generally install our fuel lines, although I have no engine for the moment, so something I'll come back to later. So at this point we move to bag R, a very simple bag consisting primarily of the rear wing. Nothing new here, with dimples across the wing for creating holes depending upon the amount of downforce you wish to run with. Anyways, with M3 lock nuts inserted into each wing mount, place the wing down into position and secure with a 14mm caphead screw complete with a countersunk washer and wing washer, and screw down to secure the wing until snug. That's pretty much it. All that's left now is for wheels to be installed, along with the body, which needs to be cut after being painted to allow for the engine and fuel tank. And that's it! Tekno NB48 2.2 build complete. In typical Tekno RC fashion, as for the stock build, everything came together perfectly well, no issues whatsoever. So another really nice Tekno RC kit to build here. Just like other kits we've built, I can't fault the build process in any way. All that's left in my example is for the engine to be installed, of course, as well as electronics to be mounted and set up. So that's the receiver here, the throttle and brake servo here, the steering servo, and the battery to run it all. For now, that's our NB48 2.2 rolling chassis complete. Whether you're a pro or a complete beginner to builds like this, it's yet another Tekno RC kit that's well recommended.